In permaculture, we say that the problem is often a solution for something else. So like a classic example is snails in the garden are a solution to how to feed your ducks. Just bring your ducks into the garden and now they'll eat all the snails. Awareness Ranch started as a farm project where we were exploring more sustainable ways of producing agricultural products in a desert setting using aquaponics and merging like modern technology with ancient knowledge. So using adobe, natural plasters, stone, and mixing that with like solar powered, airlift, water circulating systems. The fish produce wastes. Those wastes get converted into useful nitrate fertilizers for the plants. The plants clean those nitrates up, and the clean, aerated water goes back to the fish tank. So it creates a healthy environment for both the plants and the fish. We started a workshop series, and every Saturday, we would have people come to the farm and help us build hoop houses and grow beds and plant things and harvest things. And then you're gonna drive it back in.
Got it.
We're installing a stem wall made out of lavacrete for a small bathhouse. We like to build with what we call the overflowing resources of the city. So everything we've built here on site is made out of reclaimed and recycled materials. And part of natural building is looking at the full life cycle of the building. So when we build with adobe, when we build with straw bale or rammed earth, at the end of the useful lifespan of that building, the building can just go back into the earth. Somewhere in there, I qualified for commercial and residential contracting licenses and decided to provide our building services to the community. Now we have Awareness Ranch Foundation, which is just the farm activity, and we're applying for our nonprofit status, and then Awareness Ranch Inc., which is this construction services company.
Imagine trying to keep the tent down the whole time.
I've taken over the gardening portion from Ball used to be the farmer here, and he's taken over more of the natural building. And then she used to do the natural building, but she really likes working with plants, so.
For almost 6 years, 5 or 6 years, I was doing the natural building, and I still love doing plastering. We're building our own house right now in central Tucson. Yeah, so plaster is like my first love, but my second is gardening.
I think that if we see ourselves as an integral part of nature, we can do all the things we want to do. And we can still maintain a high level of biodiversity. Like at Phil's house, we've created habitat while also creating human infrastructure.
This is a greenhouse that we built. It's made out of lavacrete. You know, we worked around our roots. We do have a cistern attached to this building, so all the rainwater that falls onto this building gets collected into a cistern. We are on the south side of my property. All these buildings, the aquaponics system is run off grid. So here we're standing in front of a bathhouse made out of lavacrete. It's got 2 systems to heat the water. One I'm standing next to over here, which also serves as a bread oven or pizza oven if you'd like. And the hot water is rainwater.
So Awareness Ranch installed this landscape just over a month ago. We intentionally capture all of the rainwater off of the roofed surfaces, and it's distributed into these 4 rainwater culvert cisterns.
My role within Awareness Ranch is all correspondence, communications. I deal with a lot of the financials. I come from a straight background of full finance, corporate, all of that. It's night and day, you know, from what I do now. You know, when I was growing up on the island of Guam, I never had an abundance of money, but I always had an abundance of love and support and relationships. Meeting these guys and seeing the culture the habits, the discipline that it takes to develop the awareness around like what is regenerative, what is healthy.
So one of the last industries to be disrupted is the building industry. Building construction has stayed pretty much the same for a long time, but it is starting to change, and we want to be a part of that change, and we want to be a catalyst for it, help speed it up a bit. We will have to amend our current building codes to allow for new building methods that are more efficient, that are more sustainable. We're in conversation with this collective of agencies like county and city and state agencies to create new regional building codes. Some of our construction sites, they just seem like a normal, conventional construction site. But there's an aspect of relationship building that's there that's different.
Awareness Ranch is founded on the basis that we will be a cooperative company that will be employee-owned and employee-based. Right now, we're currently here on the San Javier Reservation, working on 2 emergency houses for the Tohono O'odham Nation for one of the elders. We've had days where we take a break for an hour just to touch base with people because 1 or 2 people are really having a bad time in their lives. And to me, that's incredibly important because if someone's not okay at home, they're definitely bringing that to work. And these are people that I care about, not just at work, but off the clock. My brother and I were raised in the Hare Krishna movement, which is a pretty alternative religion that believes in, vegetarian diet in order to maintain a perspective of respecting all living things, cycle of reincarnation, a cycle of, taking care of the earth and being really good with what you have and reciprocating that back to the universe. We've been documenting throughout the whole process, and we're really looking forward to creating curriculum and content that we can broadcast out that can be very educational and accessible for people. If we're doing good in our community, that's one thing, but if we can show other people how to do good in their own community, I think that's going to be one of the most fundamental things for us.
You can have a really nice looking building, but if the process to get to that nice looking building hurts everybody, it's not gonna feel good to interact with in the future. Permaculture design system is a design science that's based in ethics, and the 3 ethics are really simple: care for the earth, care for people, and fair share, return the surplus. And an easy way to remember those 3 ethics is earth care, people care, fair share. By engaging in resource efficient strategies and creating resilient infrastructure, we can meet our needs today without compromising the needs of the future.
Hi, I'm Tom McNamara, host of Arizona Illustrated. Thank you for watching this Arizona Illustrated story here on YouTube. And if you like that one, well, here's another story we think you'll like.